Jen.
Sure.
All right.
Thanks, ma'am.
Yes.
I didn't know which one I already wrote.
Well, guess what? The problem is, I'm just setting up in there. Like, it's a mistake. Although it might be
It's
by
because I
the,
went out of my way to get my jacket.
it might be by the time we get in there.
Because I was trying to be prepared for all of it.
Yep.
Thank you.
This is glad it wasn't. Right.
I was trying to slide back so you could see me.
Okay.
We're close, not quite.
Meeting to order at 6:30. Roll call.
Christian,
Present.
Jeske,
Present.
Vols,
Here.
Oster,
Here.
Souter,
Here.
Whittington, Halliday.
Here.
Pledge of allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. I appoint Jen Oster as board secretary in Paula's absence. Looking for a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Jeske. I'll second. Supported by Oster. All those in favor with raised right hand, aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0. Looking for a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Jeske. Supported by Bowles. All those in favor with a raised right hand, aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 6-0. Student and staff recognition.
All right. First, I don't have this on my page, but I'm gonna make a guess that the gentleman who walked in is Ralph. Is that right?
Yep.
All right, I'm reading your wavelength. So we have just hired Ralph Kotecki. Ralph, welcome. Am I saying your last name correctly?
Yep.
Outstanding. And you're coming to us from an unnamed close by district. We appreciate your years of experience and your expertise. Looking forward to having you on board officially in the fall. So welcome, sir.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
All right, very good, very good. Moving on to the student staff recognition in honor of teacher and staff appreciation. I just wanted to say a huge thank you goes out to all of our teachers and staff for the work they do each and every day supporting our students. You know, we are very fortunate to have the staff that we do. They're here every day, they're working hard, doing this noble work on a daily basis. So heartfelt thanks goes out to all of you. And we have goodies pretty much all week. Last year it turned into somewhat of a competition between the two buildings, it seemed like, with who was going to have the most over-the-top food. And I just enjoy going around and kind of being the unofficial judge. So it's good stuff. But thank you all for all you're doing as well. Also, big congratulations to our forensic team members, Tricia Karts, Paige Guest, Aaron Underwood, and Noah Doomer, for performing very well this season, making it all the way to states. The MIFA State Forensics Tournament had 611 contestants in 32 categories this year, and the competitions were held at Wayne State University. In the pros category, Tricia Karts took 18th and Paige Guest 15th. In the poetry category, Aaron Underwood took 22nd, and in dramatic interpretation, Noah Doomer 13th place. I'm extremely impressed with their success in their first year back to competition after a multi-year hiatus. So congrats to the forensics team, and excited to watch them grow. Next year, we're hearing we may have a junior high version joining them as well. So super excited about watching that expand. That is my update.
All right. Public comments? Okay. Seeing none? Moving on. Superintendent's report.
All right, big congrats to our esports team. Their season ended a couple weekends ago. They battled valiantly during the regionals. They lost in the round of 16, just missing out on going to states in their first year. They really have a great deal to be proud of for their inaugural year. We're expecting an even larger number of kids participating next year, and we're considering expanding the number of games in which we're competing against other schools. Quick ESSER projects update. As you all know, we've officially begun the projects with some work over spring break, and we now are jumping in to a big project to remove the original boilers in the junior senior high. So the boilers in this building are original to 1978. The company's going to be here to start the process of dismantling the 2 large boilers that have heated the building since that time. The fact that they've operated this well for this long really is a tribute to their good quality and ongoing proper preventive maintenance that they've had over the years. So big thanks goes out to everyone who's been part of this process. Once they're removed, we'll be installing smaller, high efficiency boilers in their place, and it'll be interesting to see if they can go 50 years also. The next project that we anticipate beginning before the end of the school year is the roofing project at Collins Elementary School. George and I are still working with Wolgast and our project manager. They were hoping for a mid-May start. They're still sourcing some materials, so we'll see. They might be up and running here in a week or two. 7th and 8th graders traveled to Gaylord for Career Day at the Ellison Place last week. We sent all of them up there, and from around the region there was just over 2,000 students from many area districts, and our students were able to visit and meet with representatives from a host of businesses and industry to learn more about possible career pathways they might be interested in. Thanks also to Chauncey for being there and representing his industry, and I'm sure it was nice for the kids to see a familiar face walking in and see Mr. Halliday there. Our students were super well behaved, and everyone had a good time learning about possible career paths. Healthcare meeting update. Recently, Leanne and I have participated in 2 separate healthcare review meetings. Every 3 years, all districts are required to seek bids from healthcare providers to ensure we're offering our employees the best options to select from area providers. We don't have any information back yet. It's a little early in the process, but once that information comes back to us, we're hoping we'll get comparative quotes from Priority Health, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Blue Care Network, and Mesa's Blue Cross Blue Shield products. Currently, most of the district is on a Mesa product through Blue Cross Blue Shield, with the exception of our bus drivers. They're taking the Teamsters product. Once we have the updated numbers, we'll sit down with the healthcare committee, which will be composed of members of our staff groups, and take a look at what makes the most sense. We're doing some other upgrades to video camera systems. We have, and you'll see some of this later on your agenda, we have 7 buses in our bus fleet whose cameras and the older SD card recorders are in need of an upgrade. So we will be asking the board to approve that later on the agenda. We're also adding a few stop arm cameras. So these are cameras that are activated once the stop arm goes out. We're starting with 3 buses. I met with Bob and taking a look at the routes that tend to have the most violations when we look at just the overall district. And so we're going to start with those and see how it works. You'll see that on the agenda later on as well. We're also getting quotes for new servers and additional cameras in this building at Collins as well. We need to upgrade our surveillance capabilities, certainly in the parking lot and definitely over at the stadium, student lot area, main entrance. So we're in the process of quoting for a new server and 27 additional cameras, both inside and outside, to enhance the current system. Looking forward to having that on an agenda soon as well. And this past Saturday, prom was held at the Lakeside Hotel. It was well attended. Our kids had a great time. And with that, when prom gets here, each year I think, gosh, we're just going to blink and the year's over. We're pretty well there. We're about to jump into banquet and recognition season, and it's an exciting time of year for all of our kids. So that is my update.
Okay. Budget highlights for April 2023.
So we just did a budget amendment. There really isn't a whole lot to talk about. You have your regular finance packet in the board, but I will say that Leanne and I are working on the L4029 we just got the L 4028 IC from the county, so we met with County Equalization Director Hauserman. We took a look at our L 4029. We also learned that there will be no Headley rollback, so that's really good news. If the board recalls, a year ago, we ran the Headley restoration millage, and we actually did a Headley hedge, so we passed enough to get above the 18 mils so that if we suffered another rollback, we would still have a cushion. And the good news is there is no rollback this year, so that means we're carrying a 0.55 mil of a cushion into future years. So in the event there would be a rollback in a future year, we still have that cushion. We wouldn't have to immediately go out to the polls again. So it's nice, we'll be able to levy the full 18 mils for our operational millage without any additional elections work. You will see the L 4029 and the resolution for that approval on the next board meeting agenda.
Any questions? All right, seeing none. Looking for a motion to appoint Superintendent Williams as the discipline hearing officer.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Jeske. I'll support. All those in favor with a raised right hand, aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0. Looking for a motion to move into closed session for the purpose of student discipline for student number 2022-2304 and 2022-2305 under Open Meetings Act Section 8B.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Jeske. And support. Supported by Oster. Roll call, please.
Bowles,
Yes.
Halliday,
Yes.
Jeske,
Yes.
Oster,
Yes.
Souter,
Yes.
Whittington, Christian.
Yes. Motion carries 6-0.
Ralph, I'm going to shake your hand before we go to close. Say hi.
Very
Like, is they gonna send a portion back or what?
night games for football.
Yeah, okay.
Day games.
That's what
for the
they-
sun. You need to be on the visitor side. It's great.
I'm sorry?
Well, sign.
Nice.
Where do I write the time again for when we return?
Huh?
Where do I write the time for when we return to open session?
Oh, I write that down.
Right, but don't I on the packet or no?
It doesn't matter, you just need to sign and date it.
Okay,
And
on
seal
the
it.
outside.
Mhm.
Am I good? I can see it.
Return to open session at 8:57. Looking for a motion to approve closed session meeting minutes.
So moved.
Motion by Souter. Support. Supported by Bowles. All those in favor with the raised right hand? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries 6-0. Okay. Action outcome determination after student discipline hearing for student number 2022-2304. Looking for a motion to, I make a motion that student number 2022-2304 be suspended out of school for 180 days. However, the board will consider a parent-initiated reinstatement for the second semester of the 23-24 school year with the student present.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Souter,
Full support.
supported by Oster. Roll call?
Bowles,
Yes.
Holliday,
Yes.
Jeske,
Yes.
Oster,
Yes.
Souter,
Yes.
Whittington, Christian,
Yes. Motion carries 6-0. Okay, action outcome determination after student discipline hearing for student number 2022-2305. I'm looking for a motion that student 2022-2305 be suspended for the rest of the 2022-23 school year, with enrollment in the fall being contingent on the school receiving documentation of the student's participation in counseling services, including the results of an evaluation.
Make that motion.
Motion by Oster,
Support.
supported by Souter. Roll call?
Oster,
Yes.
Jeske,
Yes.
Halliday,
Yes.
Bowles,
Yes.
Souter,
Yes.
Whittington, Christian,
Yes. Motion carries 6-0. Looking for a motion to approve the Holland Bus Company quote for bus cameras in the amount of $18,151 out of the school safety fund. I'll make that motion.
And I'll support it.
Supported by Souter. Discussion? Does anybody have any questions? Seeing none? All those in favor, roll call?
Christian,
Yes.
Whittington, Souter,
Yes.
Oster,
Yes.
Jeske,
Yes.
Halliday,
Yes.
Bowles,
Yes.
Okay, motion carries 6-0. Looking for a motion to approve the Holland Bus Company quote for bus stop arm cameras in the amount of $2,538 out of the school safety fund.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Oster,
I'll support.
supported by Jeske. Roll call?
Bowles,
Yes.
Halliday,
Yes.
Jeske,
Yes.
Oster,
Yes.
Souter,
Yes.
Christian,
Yes.
Whittington,
Motion carries 6-0. Looking for a motion to reappoint Gregory Bodeker, is that right?
I think so.
As trustee to the Houghton Lake Public Library for another 4-year term. I'll make the motion.
I'll support.
Supported by Jeske. Roll call. Discussion. Anybody have any questions? Roll call.
Oster,
Yes.
Jeske,
Yes.
Halliday,
Yes.
Bowles,
Yes.
Souter,
Yes.
Whittington, Christian,
Yes. Motion carries 6-0. First reading of 2340. Does anybody have any?
Really, yeah, it's just a minor cleanup. Part of our policy work, we noticed just the wording on 2340 was a little awkward. So if you look on page 2 of 3, there's just a couple of changes there, clarifying when administration can review and approve trips and when the board must.
And that was in part leading up to what was happening with the forensics, kind of is what kind of brought that around, right?
And the language wasn't clear the way
Right.
it was written, so this would clarify.
Anybody have any questions about it? Okay. All right, looking ahead at the board calendar, does anyone have any questions? upcoming student events. If anybody is interested in participating in any of them, I'm sure the admin team would be happy to have you. Make sure you reach out to them beforehand. And then I know that we have a couple of things that we're specifically looking for responses on, such as the summa cum laude luncheon and things like that, so make sure you get back to Kim and let her know what, if you'll be able to attend. Anything further? Reminder, community ed graduation is the Saturday before graduation.
What was that?
Community ed graduation is on the 3rd and regular graduation is on the 4th. All right, 9:04, we are adjourned.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sure.
Sweet. I needed a ride too. Mark's giving me a ride home.
Really? All right. That works.
What's this? Oh, look at this, Mark.
Oh, yeah. I recognized you earlier. Good job.
When did you recognize me?
Wait,
Oh,
they just now sent it. Remember how I,
you should all know that I'm a master.
remember how I read that like
Hi, Kiara.
That's actually great.
Because I'm a master of.
So I don't have to do what I can send you a letter, kind of what things outcome.
In case something comes up, sure.
It is nice. I expect you to win every time now.
So we don't have like the actual hours, but what we can do.
Have a good night, Brian.
I get up an hour earlier than I thought we were.
That's true.
Don't drop that chat. But like still, like, I